So welcome everyone, happy days are here again. We got a Brucey bonus review. That's an extra review for you and me, as I only recorded one yesterday. So today we're looking at the Venom Controller Carry Case. So for those of you that know me personally, they know that I have a spending addiction, that when I get something in my mind I can't help but buy more and more and more of them. So when I was bought this little bad boy for Christmas, we all know what that is. It's the Xbox Elite controller, and look at the case that it's been enclosed in. Pure gold. I've been looking at carry cases ever since, because I don't think a controller is complete without its very own carry case. I looked at cases from all different websites, from eBay, from the Amazons, from the game, but none of them really stood out to me to be of any interest. They're all ranging in prices, upwards of £20, until I found this little beauty that was recommended to me on Amazon. So the Venom carry case was just £7 great British sterling pounds. I simply couldn't resist. Bam, I pressed that buy now button. Amazon primed it, and what you know, 2 days later it's arrived. Obviously that's slow delivery because of the lockdown, but I can't complain. So I've not opened it, I've not looked at it, I don't know what's inside. So these are my genuine first impressions of this carry case. Let's begin by looking at the packaging closely. So let's move this beaut out the way and have a closer look at this. First things first, let's check the outside of the case. It is a nice smooth plastic coated covering. It feels quite nice in your hands. It doesn't feel cheap. It's very smooth. It feels quite sturdy in terms of the feel. It's not textured like the Xbox One Elite controller case, but I suppose there's a bit of a difference between £7 and, what was this, £150. Looking at the packaging on the front, we got the Venom logo at the top, controller carry case for use with the PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Stadia? No, only joking. I know what Stadia is. So for the 3 subscribers who've actually subscribed to Stadia, this should fit your controller. We've got the PlayStation 4 controller pictured in there. We've got the Xbox One controller fitted in there. Ooh, includes charging cable. No way am I going to use that on my things. Controller's not included. That's outrageous. And the bottom we've got ourselves the extra bump V003. On the back, oh, look at all that text. Mesh pocket, that sounds alright. And it fits the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 controllers. Now, I'll be the judge of whether it fits them or not. But before we can put any controllers in, we need to unsheath the case itself. So looking at the top and the bottom, I don't think this is going to be a delicate opening. I think it's going to be a matter of having to just rip it open and hope for the best. Oh, I tell a lie. I see the bottom. Let's... Whoops. Let's imagine that went a little bit better. Taking a closer look at the outside of the case, it is generic and black all the way around here. There's definitely something inside. We've got a generic carrying handle at the top, in case you want to, walk down the street carrying that. Got the logoed Venom zip. So let's unzip it and see what's inside. So, unzipping it. Nice smooth zipping action. Believe that or not. All the way around, opening it up. Of course, it wouldn't be a review by me if we didn't open it upside down. I'm instantly drawn to this bit of paper at the top, and it is a Venom sticker, in case you want to stick your logoed Venom sticker somewhere. No, don't think so. There I have a look at the cable and the quality that it is. Oh, God. So, looking at the cable, we've got a micro USB to a USB-A. The cable, probably about 50 centimeters, maybe a meter at a push. Ugh, wouldn't use such cheap tat on my controllers. Must get rid of it. So one of the questions I always have with these sort of products is, what is the quality of the interior like? And touching it, yeah, it's furry. It's fabric. It doesn't look like the sort of fabric that's going to have loads of microfibers come off and things like that. Got ourselves our mesh little pocket at the top. That's good for storing your controller accessories, maybe a charge cable, something like that. So I know what's on your mind. Will the controllers fit? So let's find out one at a time. Controller number 1. Let's try the Xbox Elite controller. Does it fit in? Not sure why you'd want to do that as it comes with one. Ooh, I don't know. Not so happy with that. Seems like there's a bit too much wiggle room in here. Let's close it up. There's a little bit of pressure on the top. I can feel that. Zip it up quickly. Give it a bit of a shake. Seems like it's a little bit of movement. Nothing that would concern me too much. So, on to the second controller. Cheeky cut here because there's no way you want to see me unzip this over and over again. Controller number 2. We've got the standard Xbox controller. Popping it in here. This one seems to have way more travel. I would suggest that's probably because obviously the back of the controller is not rubberized or anything like that, so there is no additional grip. So there is a lot of movement here. To be expected perhaps as it's a universal carrying case. So let's zip it up and see what it's like. There's definitely some wiggle room in there. Way more than the Elite controller. So I don't know about that one. Controller number 3. We're going for the DualShock 4. Oh, sorry for the dust on that one. Now I'm going to do this one without and with the back button attachment, because if you've seen my earlier videos, you'll know that I do enjoy using this one. So I would generally leave this attached. I'm going to try it with and without, see does it make a difference. So first of all, without. That to me seems like a much better fit. Yeah, there's a little bit of movement, but not too much there. So zip it up and give it a shake. I would say there's almost no movement there. I think that's very impressive. So initial thoughts on that one, I think this may be a winner for the PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 controller. Controller 3B. So we've now got the DualShock 4 with the back button attachment attached. So putting that one in there. Again, I'm not surprised here. It made little to no difference. The back button attachment is so cleverly designed. It fits slick with the controller. It doesn't weigh down at the bottom. I'm not even going to bother zipping it up and giving it a shake. I think it's going to be a perfect fit. Now, on my previous shot, my controller was dusty. And that really is a big reason why we buy these cases, to keep that horrible dust off those controllers. Based on this, I think it's already going to be a win, especially for this. I think it is going to become my standard case for this controller, but we do have one more controller coming up. And of course, controller number 4. How could any of these reviews be complete without a Nintendo Switch accessory? My God, you're dusty. Let's hope this fits, because I might need to buy another one, especially for my Switch controller. Goodness me. So it's a Switch Pro controller, in it goes. Little bit of travel, not too bad. So, looking at the flashing light there, it's saying, yeah, I think if it is going to go into this case, it is going to be triggering that auto connect, because of course if you press the top buttons, it does try and connect, so that is going to add to some battery drain. So let's zip it up, give it a shake and see what it's like. Now, that doesn't feel like it's moving at all. Oh, yeah, maybe just a little bit. I think it'll be safe and sound in there, but I do think a question you're going to have to consider is, inside this case, how much pressure is the case going to put on the controller, and constantly getting it to trigger that searching mode. That searching mode means battery drain. It's something to consider. Although, I don't know, I think it might be worth it just to keep the dust off. So, question is, what are my final thoughts on this case? I think we ran to a winner here. It's just £7 for a lovely case to keep the dust off my DualShock 4 controller. I think that's value for money. This is going to be a standard accessory for me and my DualShock 4 controller. I'd highly recommend you would consider it as well. If you're thinking about this for other controllers, I would say you may need to do a bit of extra consideration. If you're looking at it for a standard Xbox One controller, I'd say look elsewhere. Get something that's specific for the Xbox One controller, because I felt there was just far too much movement with this in there. If you're looking at it for the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, let's get some of that dust to do made in. I do think that, you know, this is a viable option. To be honest, for £7, I think I'm going to buy myself another one of those specifically for this. Keep that dust off, make the controller look slick. You know, not have any of these embarrassing, dusty controller moments that I seem to be having a lot at the moment. For the Xbox One Elite controller, no idea why you'd want to buy this when you've got a case that comes with the controller that's perfectly made, it's perfectly shaped for it. You know, there's no way you're going to swap it for this one. However, I do think, you know, for the DualShock 4, this is simply a must-buy. I'm going to put a link to the product in the description. It's cheeky £7 at the moment. As soon as I get off this video, I'm going to order another one for my Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So with that in mind, I'll give it a big 2 thumbs up. Can you subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up if you liked the video. So stay out of trouble, stay safe, and keep on watching.